Luna Ascending by Zaina Wilder. Copyright Zaina Wilder 2024. All rights reserved. Chapter 25. Dirk. I skid to a stop in the clearing, breath rattling. My nostrils flare. Blood. Metallic, rich blood. I'm too late. Young shifters lie scattered on the cold ground, fur matted and bloody. Between them, coven members lie dead, their throats torn open. My chest constricts. They fought so valiantly, it just wasn't enough. I turn away, fighting down the emotion clawing at my throat. Is that... oh hell. A racking sob escapes me. At the edge of the clearing is Tavy's body. I take a hesitant step towards him, my need to know warring with the fear over what I'll see. He's crumpled, half propped up by a rotting tree stump. My friend. I failed my best friend. The coven left his body here like garbage, sprawled out on the ground, blood oozing into the dirt. Another step closer and I blink rapidly. I scrub my hand across my stinging eyes. His chest is still moving. I run to Tavy, dropping to my knees at his side. Just as I reach out, a familiar, piney scent hits, stopping me dead. Freya. She was here. She was part of this. She was here with the coven. A cold fury engulfs me. Traitor. My jaw clamps shut on my wolf's howl of protest. I stiffly, purposefully roll Tavy toward me. His head flops unnaturally, eyes rolling back in his skull, his breaths coming unevenly, shallow. What have they done to you? His shifter healing is barely keeping him alive. He groans, low in his throat, and his eyelids flutter. He opens his mouth, trying to gasp a few words, but nothing. Only his lips move. I cradle his head in my lap, not caring as a large, fat tear falls from my eye. The rest of the pack find us like that, bunched on the ground, surrounded by dead bodies. I ran harder, faster than any of them, but even I was too late. We failed. Together we stare at the dead in a desolate kind of silence, a silence pierced by the occasional mournful howl. My heart is a lead weight as I give the order to start moving the bodies. How I'm going to break their deaths to their parents, I don't know. I'm not even an alpha yet, and I'm already a failure. We stand, heads bowed, as a black shroud is gently placed over the first body, pulled from toe to head, the face covered respectfully last. The sheer cloth flutters. It moves infinitesimally slowly, up and down. I leap forward, yanking it off, yelling for the medic tending Tavy. He's breathing. The kid is alive. Rapidly, the pack fans out, checking the rest. Their pulses are so faint, it's like butterfly wings on our fingers. Breath so shallow the whisper could barely be felt, but it's there. They're alive. To a man, these kids are alive. A goddess-damned spell. Relief floods me. They're catatonic, frozen statues, but I'll take that over a half-dozen dead teenagers any day. I mind-link the pack house, sending for the doctor, our magic advisors, and stretchers. Pacing around, impatient for help to arrive, my thoughts are at war. The coven created a diversion to get Tavy alone. Then they left him behind. Even though he was alive? Something doesn't fit. I press my fingers into my eyeballs. How did they even know where he'd be, that he'd be left behind? By the goddess, I will hunt down any traitor in our pack. I will tear them limb from limb, and I'll make it agonizingly slow. My wolf agrees. It's the only thing we agree on. He's a distraction. He's taken leave of the little sense he had, and at precisely the wrong time. I have to at least look like I have some semblance of control right now. But coming across Freya's scent after so long has pushed him over the edge. He's screaming that she belongs to us, that we should claim her. I can't reason with a half-crazed beast right now. She's the enemy. He doesn't understand it, but she damn well is. Today has proven that. Grimacing, I forcefully push my wolf to the back of my mind, blocking him. My pack needs a cool head. It hurts. A deep, tearing, agonizing pain, like having my soul, stabbing my own heart, but it's necessary. Bringing my thoughts to order is a supreme effort. Freya was Liz's friend. How could she take part in an attack on Tavy, on Liz's mate? I want revenge. I want blood, and I will get it. As the adrenaline fades, I realise the coven's trails split. Mostly they head west, but Freya? Freya's scent heads east. They split up. Why? Before I can work it out, my father calls to me. The kids are coming around. It's like someone snapped a finger, releasing them from whatever spell they were under. I peer around in astonishment. Tavy lurches to his feet alongside them, fists swinging, spitting blood and profanities. From Tavy's half-incoherent snarls, it hits me. Liz has been kidnapped. Cougar or not, I should have realised her body wasn't here with the others. I failed again. Tavy's father and mine have to physically restrain him. Despite his blood loss, it takes both men to pin him down. I turn away, disgusted with myself. As they come around, the kids' words tumble over themselves. One of those sneaky fuckers cast a spell to paralyse us. Not playing fair. It's like stabbing someone in the back. Then she appeared. She was awesome. They describe excitedly how, just as one of the coven cast a spell on them, a shifter arrived, in human form. The spell rendered the teenagers completely immobile, although their senses remained. I think it's good news, but actually their eyeline was level with feet and paws, so it's only so helpful. They're still a better source of information than Tavy. He's so incensed the only noises from his mouth are shrieks of utter rage now. The youngsters talk over each other. The shifter brought help. She had a good witch on her side. Are there good witches? Another interjects. That shifter was a badass. She fought the coven with her bare hands. The good witch helped. She cast against the coven. No, there's no such thing as a good witch. One of them just had shit aim. Bollocks, you couldn't see properly. I could. They explain that the shifter didn't change to her wolf immediately, but tried to fight the coven in human form, assisted by this invisible good witch. They're pretty hazy about the exact details, contradicting each other repeatedly. They do agree, though, that things came to a head when Marcel arrived. That Devouder creep arrived. He had a screaming match with the shifter. Then it happened. Yeah, that was freaky. The lightning, it all bunched up. It struck the shifter, and she didn't seem to care. Total badass. She's invincible. She just shifted and attacked. The teenagers saw Liz kidnapped as Marcel flitted away, leaving behind a few witches to stop the heroine shifter's path. She killed them all, they breathe. She stood over me, protecting me. She checked I was okay. She was amazing. I shake my head, much the way my wolf would, trying to clear my thoughts, ignoring the rest of their jabbering. I grasp at the strands of my thoughts, trying to tie it all together. Who is the unknown shifter? Was Freya the good witch the kids sensed? Is that why her scent goes a different way? It's all a mess. It doesn't make sense, and neither does the goofy grin on Angus's face. I glare at my father's beta. There's only one foreign scent here, not two, Angus says, surprisingly gently, his hand gripping my forearm. It's one person. It's a hybrid. It's your girl, Dirk. She's a hybrid. It hits so hard I sit down in the blood-soaked grass with a thud. It's very un-alpha-like, and I don't give a fuck. I sniff, cautiously. They're right. They're damn well right. There's no foreign shifter smell, only Freya. She came. She came to help Liz. Her scent fills my head and my wolf howls. Something forced her to shift, to protect her friends, to protect my pack. Hell, did she even know she could? A glow of pride lights up my chest. She had the guts to try and fend them off with her bare hands. I turn back to the youngsters, hearing them chattering among themselves, describing to each other again and again the moment she shifted, how she had screamed at Marcel, how she had told him her side was chosen. A thrill runs down my spine. My wolf growls and resurfaces with a snarl, and I let him.